Kolomosi Nidishinzi. Greetings. My name is Dr. Jolene Bowman, and I wish you all well. I am an enrolled member from Stockbridge Muncie community, and because the origin of our work begins with children, I'd like to say, Anishik Ni Chaninha, thank you for our children. Welcome to the exploration of culture, color, and community, a visionary pathway to college success. As one thinks back to their own personal experience navigating across diverse academic institutions and what supported college success, three significant areas come to mind, covering campus environment with a deep dive into academic advising, before sharing thoughts on standardizing curriculum design and teaching methods. How would you describe a campus environment that integrated culture? I described it as a place that takes into consideration one's background and gives a sense of place, grounding the student to their academic journey, while nurturing a sense of well-being for the strength to persist on and off campus. How would you describe a campus environment that integrated color? I described it as a place where diversity is accepted and open minds come together to paint an unrestricted, colorful landscape on campus and within the surrounding community. How would you describe a campus environment that integrated community? I describe it as a place that considers the whole person and where one can find success more easily. As culturally responsive educators, we know that these three C's, color, culture, and community, are essential factors for college success. To accomplish this, we must work in collaboration over competitiveness in service to others. Next, we will explore the evidence-based practices for academic advising in the research. So why integrate culture, color, and community on campus and within academic advising now? Gordon's response is that individuals may be lacking independence in decision-making, knowledge of the decision-making process, information, diversity, interests, ability, knowledge about educational and occupational relationships, and the desire to attend college. So how can culture, color, and community-based leadership support college success? We do it by integrating career planning into academic advising. In addition to education, effective career planning also takes into consideration a person's motivation, strengths, and planning, while identifying and then defining one's qualification and success with checklists and the potential for career laddering. So what is the research saying about this? It begins with a theoretical framework that employs a student's personal background and experiences in the social cognitive career theory by Lent, Brown, and Hackett. Applying this theory into academic advising practice begins with conceptualizing the student from their individual learning experiences and then employing the student's personal inputs to pique interests, set goals, and reach goal attainment, while simultaneously acknowledging how self-efficacy and behavioral choices influences outcomes along the way. A student has many choices to consider when entering college, but are their decisions sustainable for them, or where does real-world experience meet research-based strategies? To answer these questions, campuses need to not only know about the social cognitive career theory, but apply the skills with the ability to modify and apply it effectively in serving students on their career and educational pathways. Himes supports the social cognitive career theory by saying, practitioners need to recognize the range of theories applied to advising, identify significant aspects of these paradigms, and synthesize them to meet the complex and unique goals of academic advising. So what is the literature saying? Well, according to the National Academic Advising Association, academic advising is an important support service that helps students with modes of thinking, learning, decision-making, the selection of academic programs and courses, the development of life and career goals, campus and community resources, policies and procedures, and the transferability of skills and knowledge. Now that we explored evidence-based practices, next we will review an example of what it could look like on campus. With a basic scientific triangulation incorporating theory, methodology, and literature to confirm the approach as being trustworthy and valid, how does it look in its application on campus? It begins with academic advising being at the heart of the campus, where a student's personal narrative drives their support and persistence. It is a place where a plan is constructed in direct collaboration with the student, and students are then connected with campus resources to meet their needs, and regular check-ins are done to promote persistence. It is through individualized academic advising with personalized tools and resources that brings in equity to a culture, color, and community vision for college success. Throughout this process, the overarching goal is to promote self-efficacy while building a successful vision within the student to reach goal attainment while reducing college stressors. When this is reached, the student can successfully exercise control over failure or quickly recover after setbacks they may face while navigating challenges. So where do we find scholarly advising treatments for such an application? Van Montre and Cooper provides a suggested table where we can see the connection between characteristics and responding treatment approaches. So, for example, when working with undecided decisive students that need information about self or vocational opportunities, then Van Montre and Cooper suggest a treatment approach that consists of testing a student's interest, linking the students to resources, and self-exploration. This is valuable information to be aware of when setting up an academic advising protocol that we will explore next. Here is an academic advising protocol for undecided students as crafted by Dr. Sonia Martin. This can be used as a template to work from in designing an academic advising protocol that is fitting for college campuses and the students they serve. Dr. Martin says the advising protocol is important because it is a way to help the student problem solve their personal indecisions. She adds, we know that one size does not fit all. We know that advising influences persistence, yet it is one of the first services looked at when campuses want to reduce expenses. As such, the justification for using such a protocol is it provides an organized plan with resources for self-efficacy steps, workshop development, adopting an academic coaching model, and final overall thoughts on the process. All academic stars are vital to paving the way and advancing college persistence, but so are the folks who work directly with students and families. For example, stars open and illuminate the pathway, but it is those guiding students and families through the pathway that motivates movement and influences success. It is vital for campuses to look within and set up a procedural process that not only makes a student pathway clear, but shines sunlight and starlight when their career and education pathways seem dark. Additional campus constructs for a vision that integrates culture, color, and community is standardizing curriculum design and teaching methods. When we standardize curriculum design, we want to bring in academic awareness early. We are preparing students to meet their next level course expectations with consistency and success. When we standardize teaching standards, we want to regulate teaching methods or pedagogy practice in the classrooms. We are collectively building a tool for evaluating goals and objectives on a regular basis. Standardizing service builds consistency across expectations and outcomes, while at the same time improving communication and passive-aggressive defense or blame behavior. In summary, degree attainment is not so much about intelligence as it is about education and career choices, from personal confidence and conviction to perform and persist in these choices. Through my personal experience navigating across diverse academic institutions, I have come to learn that equity in higher education incorporates a strong and active academic advising team with standardized cohesive curriculum design and pedagogy practice that expands campus-wide for constructing a vision that integrates culture, color, and community for college success. So what are the next steps? The next steps are always be willing to gather knowledge often and then share the knowledge gathered. In closing this presentation, I say Anishik Waniwi. Thank you so much for your time. Here are lists of resources used to create this presentation.